ARESxGOD here, and it's time to talk about the final season with the final episode for Attack on Titan, which got me a bit frustrated. I'm not gonna lie, the episode was awesome. I liked it quite a lot, brought a lot of things into perspective, into giving it more context, especially with Mikasa, Eren, how the entire plot started, everything. This episode was awesome, probably one of my favorites from this season or part 2 of the season. Also, I want to talk a bit more towards the end of the video about the series in general with this final thing shenanigans they keep doing, because it's confirmed this is the last episode of part 2, and we're gonna get part 3 in 2023. So there are a lot of rumors about the movie, but yeah, we're gonna talk about everything towards the end of the video. Now I just want to get into it and talk about this episode because I liked it quite a lot. So let's get into it. Now, last episode we had just the amazing thing with Magas and Keith, and in this one it kind of was split into two parts with seeing it from Mikasa's point of view. That day they infiltrated into Marley the first time they went outside of the island, and then a bit from Eren's perspective, and I liked it quite a lot, with Mikasa kind of having an introspective thing to herself, thinking, did Eren change or was he always the same, and which part of him did she saw, if that was the case. And we see that day with them finally going to Marley, and I liked it quite a lot, mainly because of how happy, how everything was new to them, surprised at the outside world. And Hanj made a perfect point. This is their job as scouts, to see new things, explore new things, discover new things. Out in a perfect world, we would have had a different series, so to say, with them just discovering new things instead of always fighting for their lives. And I liked seeing them so happy, smiling, even how they reacted seeing their first car running after. And Levi made the perfect comment to Nyankopon, we have to stop them or they're gonna end up feeding carrots to the car like a horse. And they almost did it. We see Sasha again, and I'm still very sad about Sasha. Gabi, I'll never forgive you, even though you're an awesome character. I'll never forgive you for what you did to Sasha. I still miss her. Them enjoying their first ice cream, probably getting a brain freeze at some point. All of them, even John, Connie, Sasha being the driving force, so to say, to try out new things. We also kind of get a Hunter x Hunter moment with a clown hovering over Levi. Hey, want a candy? That was a bit creepy, not gonna lie. And the face that Levi made, I was like, is he gonna punch him? Is he gonna punch him straight there? Even Mikasa enjoyed some ice cream. She gave some to Eren, and him commenting that he knew about it from Grisha's memories. But you see him just thinking about things. He was kind of lost in his inner thoughts over there. Everybody else was enjoying the moment. He was still thinking to himself about everything else that has happened, everything he wanted to do moving forward. At that point, he also had those memories we just found out a few episodes ago that kind of flipped the script, so to say, of the series. And even the people around them, they felt so good, nice, loving. It felt like a breathing down. But quickly things change, and we see the other side of those nice people. We have a random kid stealing from Sasha her money bag, and the mob instantly turned against him. Like, I understand the thief is a thief, but hey, he's just a kid. They wanted to lynch him, they cut his hands, tie him up. Just, yeah, that went heavy. Just things escalated quickly, to say the least. Levi tries to save the kid, pretending that the kid is Sasha's brother, but they show their true colors over there, and he takes him and they run off with the kid, basically saving his life from those nice people. Just still shows how much hate is ingrained into the Marlins. They even thought they were trying to justify, hey, he could be a subject of Ymir, let's just kill him now and be done with it. How much they hate the subjects of Ymir. Thankfully, Levi is able to save that kid, but also on a different scene, we find out that technology kept advancing. They're even using blood tests to test and see if you're a subject of Ymir. So it got to that Orlean thing quite fast, so to say. Them talking to the Azumabito clan, discussing and thinking things over, what the action they're gonna take about the future. So we basically see the missing part of the time skip we got from the previous season and this season, and this is why this is probably one of my favorite episodes from the new ones, so to say. And apparently a new association to protect the subjects of Ymir is making their debut. They want to attend and see if they can work together. But things, we know how things are gonna end up, and this is why I like seeing this side or the past in this flashback. Eren was still lost in his thoughts. He even went outside while they were having that conversation. Mikasa wanted to go after him. She rushes over to him and sees him. At first I thought he was crying, looking at the moon, and then it pans off and we see a refugee camp where that kid went that stole the money. And he made a very good point. They're very similar. Those people also experienced the same thing. One day their lives were basically over, they had nothing left, and this was probably my favorite scenes throughout the episode. The kid went back to his home, and then we have Mikasa blushing because Eren finally asked the question, why do you care so much about me, Mikasa? What am I to you? And she couldn't really give a proper answer, so to say. She struggled a bit to let it out, just saying your family, but blushing so much, fumbling her words, flustered quite a lot. We're always used to seeing Mikasa in her fight mode, always serious, fighting, being the one that takes action, but this time she was at complete loss for words and actions. And I like seeing a vulnerable side to Mikasa quite a lot, and this is part of her inner thoughts also. We're gonna touch a bit more about that with how this entire flashback started, so to say. But before we get to that, also quite such a fun part of the episode was they get invited in by the refugees there in their tents, in their homes, offered the food, drinking. They actually get drunk, spend the night there, have a party, so to say, enjoying themselves, being a bit more free, living in the moment. And it got me thinking, we've always saw them in the fighting mode, all of the characters, not just Mikasa. It felt so good seeing them smiling, spending time with other people, discovering new things, actually getting drunk. Mikasa, Sasha, Jin, Connie, just all over, actually being like kids or a bit more adults, spending time together because they were actually drinking, but still it actually brought a smile to my face quite a lot, seeing them in that situation, not always fighting for their lives, enjoying themselves. And we have Levi, Anjine, Onyankopon coming in and seeing them all over the floor after having such a good time. So this was what made the episode so good for me. Not just the serious stuff, the introspective things. This scene with Mikasa and them getting drunk was awesome, and we needed more of that, and got me thinking quite a lot. Now we have back to the serious things, so to say, that association finally making their debut, kind of talking to the parliament in a way, in an official capacity, saying they want to support the subjects of Ymir, but only the ones in Marley, not the ones on the island, still putting the devils of the island on the chopping block, so to say. Those, not those, not those, always the devils on the island. They are the enemy. And there's not gonna work. They wanted to use this association for peace talks in a way, kind of a way in to have a negotiations with them. Hey, we're just here, we want to have peace, but they weren't even given that options. They're still seen as the devils, and that was the moment that Eren left and gave them the letter saying he's gonna work with Zeke. And this is, like I said, Mikasa thinking to herself after the flashback, what if on that day she chose another answer? Could things have been different? I don't know. That's a very good question, because what answer would she have said in that moment to stop Eren from leaving? I love you, you're more to me than just family. I honestly don't know. I'm curious what you guys think. What answer could she have given in that moment? Let me know in the comments below. I don't really think it could have changed how things turned out, but you never know. And like I said, the episode was kind of in two parts, seeing it from Mikasa's perspective, and then a bit from Eren getting some flashbacks and his thoughts also, thinking to himself where it all started and saying it doesn't really matter, everything is still just ahead, so fight, fight, fight. And we see from his side how the plan started, how he find out from Yelena about the organization plan. He pretends to follow the plan, working with Zeke, talking with Flock, so he actually confided in Flock. He trusted him that much, which, I don't know, dude. Flock is definitely a fanatic. He's kind of I think he sees Eren the same way Yelena sees Zeke, and I hope Flock is dead from previous episode. I really don't want to see Flock again. I'm tired of Flock, and I'm already saying his name way too much, but Eren definitely trusted him. He even went in to talk with Historia, telling her everything, how they're planning to sacrifice her. And I kind of missing more of Historia. Hopefully we're gonna see more of her, and saying she was satisfied with people just standing up for her, but he wanted more from the world, from everything. The moment he also told Flock about his real plan to destroy the world, telling Historia also, and he knew, he basically admitted it with Historia when she told her, you're gonna make a lot of people suffer the same way as you did. I know I'm gonna kill innocent people, but I just want to break the cycle, basically restart everything. He didn't see any other way out from this vicious cycle. Definitely watch out that previous episode also. I don't know, he's right, but is that fucked up way with how he's right? Yes, you're gonna break the cycle, but you're also basically gonna break the entire world. You're gonna achieve your goal, but in a really fucked up way. And Historia saying she wants to stop him. He offers to even manipulate her memory so she forget. Even see the moment he was talking to Zeke, if there's a possibility the Ackerman have this disease in a way, or an instinct to protect their host, thinking of Mikasa, trying to find out why she cares so much about him. Zeke just tells him bluntly, hey, it's not about the Ackerman, just likes you that much, she's willing to break a Titan's neck. And he is correct. Mikasa kind of imprinted on Eren, and he's struggling to find out why exactly she cares so much about it. And I think also she is starting to question those things. We see the moment he cut off his leg stabbed his eye, kind of reminded me a bit of the movie saw in that room with cutting their legs off. I think it was a bit a nod to that scene, and also saying I want them to keep on living so they can live a long happy life. So he's still doing these fucked up things for his friends, trying to give them a better life. He has like 3 or 4 years left to live because of the curse of Ymir. And still, I'm thinking back, was I right with my theory that he's just basically becoming public enemy number one, turning the world against him or uniting the world against him, trying to break this cycle? Kind of the same ending as, a bit spoilers, I talked a bit in my previous videos about it, with the ending of Code Geass. Could the ending of Attack on Titan be the same way as Code Geass, with Eren being the zero of the Attack on Titan world? We're gonna have to wait until 2023 to find out. And the moment we see him basically being a force of nature, not really a person anymore, in a way, we have the global allied fleet assembled every cannon they could over there trying to stop the rumbling. They take out a few of them, but they just get stomped, obliterated instantly, no avail. They just couldn't really do anything. The best the world had to offer, they couldn't stop. The rumbling got melted, stomped, obliterated, tsunami over them. Eren, the force of nature, saying, I'll exterminate all of them with the monster form he had over there. And yeah, that's where the episode ends, and we're gonna have to wait until 2023. And I want to have a mini rant, so to say, with a description of the word final for Attack on Titan. You guys don't really know what final means. They're really stretching this thing out. I think there's like 8 or 9 chapters left in the manga. Probably gonna have to wait another year until we get the full adaptation. I haven't read the manga, I don't know the ending. I'm gonna stick only anime. There were some rumors about the movie. Even I thought they were gonna make a movie to end it out. So we're gonna have like 80 episodes, 10 episodes. I really don't know how they're gonna handle this, but I'm not happy with them just stretching this out way too much. The manga already ended. Everybody's way overhyped with the series, and very well deserved so, but it's gonna be a long year until we get the conclusion in the anime. And I hope somebody teaches them the meaning of the word final. And my voice is also on its final legs. But yeah, overall, this season has been awesome. This episode especially put a lot of things into context. I loved it. I loved seeing them in their happy moments, so to say. I'm curious what you guys thought about this episode. Also, the series up so far. Let me know in the comments below what was your favorite moment. Was it Mikasa blushing? And what do you think with them just splitting this final season into 3 parts? Let me know down in the comments below. I'd love to talk to you guys about the episode, the series, everything going on with Attack on Titan. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe, helps me quite a lot, and you guys get the latest videos on the series that I follow. So I want to say keep enjoying Attack on Titan, but we're gonna have to wait, so I'll see you on the next video. Thank you, bye bye.